So I'm at Alticast with Tiaan Schutte, who's the President Emir, and we're standing in front of a remarkable model that I gather is all about the Internet of Things and the smart home and how it can be leveraged by operators and how you can help them.
Yes, thank you, Nick. Welcome to Bart Simpsonville. What we've tried to do is just giving a little representation in terms of how the Internet of Things is changing and how that integrates in the next generation living, creating the smart home, but also how service operators will be using some of these services in future.
So the smart home is at the heart of the Internet of Things, certainly as far as what a broadband provider can provide to people. But just what kind of services do you envisage and over what time period will be developed?
So I think there are a number of types of services that actually makes up the idea of the smart home. That falls under security, home monitoring, etc. Also network or home management is one of that. Health services are some of those. If you're looking at a time period, some of these services have already been launched and quite successfully in certain areas and in certain markets. It is interesting to note that the markets across the world is not moving at the same pace. There are some challenges in terms of the acceptance and rollout of these services, but if you are looking at 25 billion devices connected already, and in the next 5 years that being doubled, then the Internet of Things, as it was coined in 1999, it is here. And how that evolves in terms of augmenting the service operator's portfolio or service aggregation portfolio, that is something that will naturally come.
So we're talking about not just video devices, but domestic appliances and all sorts of other things that, for the price of microchips, can have something that can speak back to their manufacturer or whatever in terms of maintenance and diagnosis and healing.
Absolutely so. If you look at where the Internet of Things or where the connected devices are coming from, of course, a lot of the software, etc., is coming out of the technology environments, but the connected devices, that is being manufactured either in China, in Japan, and that is far outstripping where the business case is currently going. You are going to find out someday that your fridge is being connected or is connectable, and your washing machine and your tumble dryer. How that actually integrates into the digital way of how you live your life, that is for you to decide. And here the service operator can play a role.
So that's the key, isn't it? It is connectable, but will they be connected, and what will be the business model for the provider?
That's correct. So I think looking at the business models, how that will evolve in future, for the operator, most definitely, there's a type of a revenue share, both in terms of the services that they as a service aggregator could potentially offer to their customers, and also the data that's being collected in terms of, do you opt in? Will that influence and improve your life in future in terms of how you use the different devices across your smart home, inside or outside, and how that will improve you in terms of how you interact with these devices as well. So there is a business model, most definitely, for some of the services like health that also forms part of smart home. Some of those business cases actually sit outside of just what a service operator would be able to provide. And here we're talking about what is being provided by health insurance, for instance, or hospitals, or specialists. So those people will actually have to form part of this service delivery chain to actually make this work.
So where does Alticast fit into this ecosystem? I mean, where are you heading with this?
Alticast is leveraging on the years of experience that we have building cloud solutions and the integration of devices in the household. Either collecting data, actually making that available, in terms of the integration of that. We have some of those components, that is ours. But as the challenge is, some of the devices that you need to interconnect to is very regional and could be very regional in terms of their requirements or the services that you deliver, we facilitate in terms of the integration and the rollout of that.
So it's usually it's facilitation and coordination working with a platform in order that it can bring these services to the consumer and to business.
Exactly. If you look at one of the best examples of where machine to machine or the smart home is already taking off, it is in business to business, where you have your smart offices already running, walking out, the lights switching off, the air conditioners being monitored. This has been done for a number of years quite successfully. How that turns into your smart home and being accepted more in terms of the day-to-day life, a la Tom Cruise in the Minority Report, is the next step. And that is the big challenge also.
And as usual with Alticast, I can choose what I want in a modular fashion and have it delivered over the cloud. I don't have to have something wired up or integrated.
Absolutely. The platform that we provide, open framework in terms of the rules engine as well as the database, very flexible, extensible. In terms of the integration into the connected devices for the gateway, either using your set-top box, using your gateway, using open protocols and standards that is available, and interconnecting with devices that you as an operator or a customer would like to deploy. So we've taken the opportunity to build a little mock-up in terms of the daily life of Bart Simpson a la Tiaan Schutte. You're getting up in the morning, your alarm goes off, the lights goes on, your coffee being prepared, all integrated.
Good morning, Mark. The temperature here in Amsterdam is 15 degrees.
Switches on your coffee machine, you're getting ready for the office. So this environment that we have here is powered by our backend, which is running out of the cloud, open and extensible backend that is integrated into a gateway that is running Z-Wave or Z-Wave dongle. This can be integrated into set-top boxes or gateways, and we're using an application as a control device, just in terms of management control, that can be either on the tablet or also on your smart home. As you are leaving your house, you're going to work. Get to work. And being alerted that somebody has opened your door, where you get the alert automatically either on your phone or on which device you then nominate. At the same time, you want to monitor what's going on in your house. So for humidity, temperature, management of the central heating, etc., that we have as well. When it detects the intrusion, it takes a video that you can actually automatically uploaded into your device that you nominate, that you can actually do your own security. Then in the evening, as you are getting home, you're driving home, you are starting to switch on your lights as you come, and preparing yourself for bed. You need to put the baby to bed as well. Whole process around that, but you can actually aggregate a number of these business rules together. You are starting to play baby music over all play, as well as switching on the baby light, and you can monitor the baby at the same time until it's asleep. So all based on the backend platform and the business rules that you can nest or that you build around how you want to exploit your smart home experience or Internet of Things. Thank you.